in Ephyra, the mad King Azut ordered his dwarven artisans to build a temple guarding the tomb of his wife, the great Queen Asha, and all her secrets. A few years later, when he died, he was buried in a chapel near the temple. After that, several kings of the Ishabad were buried there. The temple and the tombs were abandoned many years ago, and since then they have become famed as a place of peril. They say that many tomb robbers and other adventurers have disappeared there, giving it the reputation of an accursed spot. All the actions of the enemy seem to suggest a search for some particular object or information which they didn't find in Tel Halaf or Kelbegan. Their next target will probably be Ephyra.
Alright, welcome back to Blade the Edge of Darkness. We have our narrator back, which is nice. I kind of miss that guy. I like his voice acting. Just my volume a bit there. We're not going to go through that obvious tunnel over there, because I don't like to. The Tombs of Ephyra here is probably one of my favorite levels, and there's no particular reason. I just kind of like its feel. It feels very classic fantasy. We're gonna go ahead and pick up this bow, because I need to get a bow. This is the longest I've gone without a bow. We'll need it later anyway. Yeah, the Tombs of Ephyra just have a very classic fantasy feel, and I'm a pretty big fan of fantasy games. In case you couldn't tell, and I love that running slice. Oh, there's a troll. It's been a while since my last recording. Oh, jeez. So, not a whole lot to talk about with this level, as there's nothing exceptional about it, except for the introduction of a few different new enemies. There's nothing incredible about its design. Ooh, travel rations. We're still in the beginning of the game, so it's still really easy for me. But we're not going to worry about that. Enemies without shields tend to be incredibly easy to kill. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, unshielded enemies just don't even stand a chance against experienced players. So it tends to be very boring. There's orcs everywhere in this level. Well, except for in the second half of the level. Until then, though, it's just infested with orcs and trolls, as many other levels are. It almost seems... special attacks almost seem overpowering. Just from... like, that guy had almost all of his health, and I still killed him through his shield. Oh, not that guy. No. No, okay. No, we're not going to fight him here. This just isn't going to work. We'll fight him up here. Come on. Come on. Troll's not the brightest. Oh, I just remembered I had that attack. The Ripper. Oh, whoa, frame rate. Whoa, okay. Yeah, the Ripper, which is just up attack. It's a pretty good attack. There's the longsword. Ironically, not for the knight. You'd think the longsword would be for the knight, but it's just too long of a sword. Yet more 500 potion grabbing. We're gonna drop down into this hole. Six hit points. He only has 6 hit points, so you can actually shoot him with a bow and kill him instead of, trying to get 30 arrows in him to kill him. I don't know what this is or does. Maybe it's in my notes. Not really. Oh well. Yeah, I've never figured out really what that is. Just like I think it's a map, but you never actually get to look at it. So I can't be sure. Now we have this key. We'll go to the lock that I know it unlocks, because I've played this level a lot. I've played all these levels a lot. We got more Stitchums. That's why I decided to name these things. When you cut their heads off, it kind of looks like a ham. I always thought of ham when I saw them at their heads. It always made me laugh a bit. This is just... I haven't really thought about it until doing this Let's Play, but these are extremely boring levels. Maybe I'll get the difficulty mod. Maybe. I don't know. A difficulty mod can definitely make this a lot harder. This reduces your effectiveness and increases theirs. Oh, we got skeletons now. These the first skeletons fought with the knight? Yeah, they are. I believe... I don't know. Skeletons are pretty easy as long as they keep doing that 3 swing strike, because those go right past you. Just gonna bust open some tombs. That's never a bad thing to do in a fantasy game, right? Bust open tombs of living dead. There's the venom hammer for the dwarf. It's a pretty good weapon. At least, it looks cool. Venom hammers always looked really cool. And we've got a skeleton archer. Who can't survive swing of righteousness or whatever it was. We're gonna ditch the combat sword now because this guy had a better sword. He had the hook sword, which we can use a special attack at level 10. No, 11. Level 11. But it does a lot more damage than a combat sword, so we're gonna use it for now, even if we don't have a special attack. Did you just hit him? Get it. Why aren't my attacks hitting them? Haha! My awesome exhaustion dodge. They'd never expect that. Oh yeah, here's fun stuff here. Just gotta... Oh jeez. Got 2 skeletons guarding something here. He just swung right through me. Not a bit of damage. The full life potion. And we don't have one, so we'll take this one. I always enjoy having a full life potion. Try not to die. Oh, oh, I thought I was gonna fall there. That would have been bad. Okay, run down here and drop down. There's a Warhammer and another power potion that we don't need. So we're gonna kill some zombie knights. These guys are pretty easy, just because they're incredibly slow and vulnerable to slashing weapons. Makes them really easy targets. Although I think if they hit you, they do moderate damage. So, alright, we're level 9 now, so we're gonna pull out the Elf Sword and do its special attack, which is one of the best attacks in the game because it's a 3-strike special attack, which makes it particular. If I can do it again, there we go. Jeez, you'd think I'd be able to pull one off. Yeah, it's one of the strongest ones just because it's a 3-hit special attack instead of just a single swing. There are a few weapons that have attacks like this. They tend to be just devastating. You can pretty much spam this and kill everything, especially like right at this level, since it's just the level we got it at. Pretty much kill everything. So that's good. And now that we have the graveyard key, we can go into the graveyard and test out against some skeletons. This fight can be kind of tough for inexperienced players, just because it's a gauntlet type fight. They just keep coming, and as you go on, they get higher and higher level with better weapons. Like that one was level 7. This one's level 8, and then we have. Here's the level 10 one. I'm gonna save him though. We're gonna kill level 9 one first. Oh, he stole my kill. Yeah, but with the Elf Sword and the Dream, it's a pretty easy thing to deal with. Man, Sargon's face always gets really bloody. See, now flaming sarcophagus is never a good sign. I have never seen that be a good thing. And Jesus skeletons aren't good either. Level 15. It's got more hit points than I do. Then again, a lot of things in this game have more hit points than I do. But easy kill for 2 free levels, pretty much. Just gonna say, I'm pretty sure cutscene was supposed to go. And there's a little item that we'll need. King Shield. Oh, I have too many objects of that type. I have just 3 good round shields. Alright.
I conjure you, ancient serpent, by the judge of the living and the dead, by that which has the power to send you to the icy hell of Velaskaya.
We're gonna use a King Shield just because it looks cooler. And I like it. I don't really use shields a whole lot, but I like it, so we're going to use it. Here's a case where I needed the bow, because there's a rune here. And I'm just going to get all the runes on the first way through and make this whole thing go easier. I'm going to save here, though, because my history of this game is not going well. It would be just like me to, you know, screw up here on an easy trap dodge. Go, go! Okay, yeah. Big, swingy, flamey spike ball, I mean. Oh, let me just clip the rune.
Ahura Mazda, heavy of heart at the sin of his sons, the gods, withdrew himself to the far depths of the universe. Now since then, he has not been seen by the Avestas. Where the wise men say...
I just heard Avestus as asbestos. Those are two completely different things. Actually, we don't need to use the elf sword right now because we can do the hook sword special attack. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to answer the door. Alright, so yeah, we can do the hook sword special. Oops, I was gonna hit everything. The hook sword special attack, which is the hook sweep, which is a pretty powerful single blow, as most of the special attacks are. So we don't actually really use the dream for very long. It's still pretty good, but I just prefer to move on to a better weapon. I get two of them in one swing. Yeah, we'll just hit the dead guy with it again. Oh, the dead twice guy? Pretty sure that's how it works. I don't know. Like I said, I've just come to realize that these levels seem to be rather boring. Ow! Well, I said that the wrong time. Still didn't do very much damage. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of challenge involved with this. You can't make that. I have tried dozens of times to beat that door, and it doesn't happen. There's just no getting there first. You always have to do this little fight. Which is even easier than the ones we've been doing, because they're lower level skeletons. Easy stuff. Tomb Oracle.
The king alone holds the key that will lead to the heart of his beloved. Are you perchance the king, or are you merely a miserable thief skulking in the shadows?
We're not the king. We have a shield at least, though, and we don't. Not really skulking, so I don't think we really fit either of those descriptions. Look, I can open doors with magical statues. This game setting has a lot of ways it can be expanded. I'm kind of disappointed that they weren't able to make a sequel or another game in this setting, because it has a lot of potential. They just sort of skim over a bit of lore throughout the game. You hear these names of kings and cities and gods, but there's never they don't really go in depth about any of it. So it has a lot of potential, but never got the chance. Oh, that was close. Just hit him. Jeez. I swear, something goes wrong when I'm recording. It doesn't hit properly. I just thought, do we have any new attacks we can do? No, we get South Cross next level, which is my favorite ability, as it should damn well be, because it's a pretty good one. run around and pull some levers. Because, you know, that's what a game should always consist of. You know, I don't think you would have to... I'm not sure you have to pull both those. I've never checked to see if you only need to pull one, because I never want to run back up here. But I think they just might both open their respective door. But no, I think they just... Yeah, they might just each open their own door. But I'm so used to hitting both, I just did that out of habit. This leads down into the gutters of the tomb. Over here we've got a war axe and dwarf light armor. Or not dwarfs where you can't wear it. And this is a very important looking room, but we can't get to the cage. And here we have a round shield, elf sword, and knight light armor, but we can't wear that because we're already wearing it. And we're gonna run across the pit opening into spikes because we don't want to fall into spikes. That would be lame. There's two ways we can do this. We can either go through this frame rate issue. We can go through this weird, like, sewer area. Not really sure what that's for. Some weird, like, sewer, catacomb sewer thing. Or we can shoot this trigger and open up the portcullis. I want to shoot the trigger because I usually take the sewer thingy. I haven't done this in a long time, so I want to try it. I'm just going to shoot the portcullis. That's the best way to do it. There's no crosshair, so the archery on here can be kind of tough. Especially when you're out of practice and have a really sensitive mouse, apparently. There we go. Get our arrows back. And now, we walk in the very important room. That is a very large, unflexible stone man. Unflexible? Not flexible? I don't know. It's a stone golem. And as long as you're not in front of him, you should do alright. Especially if you can get him staggered. Yeah. Most complicated tomb ever.
I am the blade that severs and pierces all things. I am he who revisits death on the living dead.
Alright, we're gonna drop our elf sword for this thing, because you actually have to pick up the sword to win the level. And it just kind of fades to black. Eventually. There we go. Let's hear what the narrator has to say about this.
The enemy has outpaced you once again and taken this place, though the tombs of the king and queen have not yet been desecrated. They contain powerful weapons that will be of great assistance. Other fell creatures have joined the orcs and the trolls, undoubtedly the fruits of necromancy. Could it be that a wizard or sorcerer is behind all this destruction? The marking of the tower and the eye on the map is undoubtedly the strongest clue to the enemy's origin.
Alright, so that was a map. It was just going to... Okay. Anyway. Next time, we'll take on the island of Karum. Karum? How are you going to pronounce it? We'll take it. See you then.